Okay, hello and welcome back to some more F1 2021, my team. You join me today for my home Grand Prix. Now, if you've watched any of the British races in the past, so the 5 previous ones, I've never done well here. Never. I think I might have gotten 1 or 2 finishes that wasn't a DNF. Never a win. I don't think a podium. So, hopefully, we can remove that streak and do well. But whether we will actually be able to or not is an entirely different question. Going into qualifying, I'm not confident. You'll see here, my lap was awful. I mean, look at the time. P20.
Welcome along then to Great Britain and the Great Silverstone Circuit for today's Grand Prix. The 3.6 miles of the Silverstone Circuit in Great Britain is hallowed ground to the Formula One faithful. We have 18 corners that wrap around this former World War II airbase and some good passing opportunities at the end of the DRS zones. Alongside me once again for coverage of today's race, it's none other than the great Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Reed. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
They've been avoiding mistakes and have had solid pace, so it's been a good season so far, but whether they can keep that up long term remains to be seen.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday and will start from pole position, with Lance Stroll alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Perez, Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, and Tsunoda, Leclerc, Ocon, Giovinazzi, and Pierre Gasly. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Russell, Mick Schumacher, Nobuharu Matsushita, and Verstappen, Raikkonen, Schwartzman, and Guan Yu Zhou, and Nikita Mazepin, Latifi, Reed, Tigtum, and Jack Aitken. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Don't take unnecessary risks.
Okay, starting P20, not great whatsoever, but it's still on for a decent result. I mean, we've won off of P22s, so a P20 isn't awful. We're going to go for an undercut, a lap 5 pit onto the mediums, because the undercut works really, really well here, like really well. Without further ado, let's get into it. On the grid now for 5 red lights. We are underway for the British Grand Prix. Latifi in the Haas on our left. Past him instantly. Mazepin also on our left in the Haas. We can't get past just yet, heading towards turn 1. We're through safely. Latifi on our right. He backs out, heading down towards turn 3. We go inside Mazepin, Zhou, Schwartzman, and Matsushita. We just gained 4 places in one corner. Verstappen on our left, fighting with Raikkonen, past both of them as well. In 2 corners, we've just taken 6 places. We're up into P13 already, behind Schumacher, going round Russell now. Russell getting overtaken by both BMWs here. 2 places dropped for him. I still can't believe that's 6th place gain. It's 2 laps in, 13 in total. We're right behind Ocon, heading through Woodcote and towards Copse. We're going to go on the inside into Copse, letting off early, going very close through Copse, but luckily we're alive. Through into Magnussen, Ocon still there, but we are through into Beckett's, and we're ahead. Lap 2 coming towards the end now. Gasly ahead, Ocon behind. Schumacher's gone past Gasly. Norris goes fastest as we run over that sausage curb. DRS enabled now. 2 more laps till we pit. Might stay out another lap. Lap 3 behind Gasly in P10 as we go towards Copse corner. We've got to try and keep it as fast through here as possible.
Check your MFD for a new strategy
I do not
option.
want your new strategy option. I'm pitting lap 5 or lap 6. Shush your mouth. through Maggots, into Beckett's. I'm slowly learning this corner slightly better. I've always had issues with here, with that corner, cutting the track and stuff. I'm starting to figure it out, rather than letting off the throttle a little bit, just fully letting it go. Through into Stowe now, behind Gasly. He goes wide, on the exit has a little bit of a grip loss. Heading down towards the chicane. We're going to have a look round, he's outside, pulling it around to the inside. He's going to be right there. We're going to have the acceleration through into turn 18, and we are passed up into P9.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
2 points to our name, starting from P20. Very nice indeed. Behind Giovinazzi now in the Alpine. P8 he is in, we're in P9. We should be pitting this lap, but I'm thinking to go an extra lap. DRS on Giovinazzi then. He should have DRS on Schumacher. He does. Leclerc and Schumacher battling ahead for P6. We're still behind Giovinazzi. Tyre wear looking good for one extra lap of racing on these tyres. Heading through towards Copse now. We're going to have a look around the inside of Ocon. Sorry, not Ocon, Giovinazzi. And we're through into Copse. Both Alpines overtaken there then. Staying out for one extra lap. Seeing how much I can catch up to Leclerc. Just ahead of us. We will have DRS, we will have the pushing ability, but we will still be able to pull off the undercut. I mean, some of them will probably pit lap 9, so it's not a huge deal for us to set, or to go for one extra lap. Coming through towards Stowe, off of the hanger straight. Leclerc goes wide, we're not going to stay out for an extra lap, we're going to go in to the pits, dropping our speed down to 59 kilometers an hour, literally hitting the limit on the mark. You couldn't get more perfect than that without just getting a penalty. I'm thinking, right, how much time would you gain if you sped at like 200 kilometers an hour into the pit lane? Because you only get a 5-second penalty. Would you gain 5 seconds of it? I don't know. I'm never going to try it. In the pits now, 2.9 seconds, pretty average, mediocre stop. But we are out of the pits in P21. Hamilton, I didn't even realise, pitted so long ago for some reason.
Tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
I'm assuming a wing change because he's so far back. He's like, he wouldn't even gain. Oh, actually, no, he's a lot less further back than I thought. Oh well. Alright, lap 8 of 13. We're trailing behind Latifi by 13.5 seconds. Mick Schumacher.
Mick in the pits.
In the pits. Thank you, Jeff. Through Maggots and Beckett's. Again, showing that I can actually take this corner now. I don't know why I used to struggle with it. I just always tried to get the speed and then got understeer and then went off the track and got killed. Anyways, that's beyond the point. Coming through into turn 16, through to 17 and then 18. The 3 corners left off the lap. Mazepin, everyone coming in the pits. Fastest lap of the race without a purple sector. That's impressive. And a red sector 1. That's impressive. And we're out in P12. Or we're in P12. Norris is out ahead of us, but everyone else behind us. Lap 9, we're behind Norris. Right on his tail. We've been catching him all out. Other people coming into the pits now. We're going to go for another fastest lap. The rainbow lap. Red, green and purple. And we're going to be in P3 after everyone's pissed off. Leclerc not pitting just yet. We just have to get past Norris and we should be put in P1 once he pits. Down the Wellington straight with DRS. We're past. Going wide into turn 6 of Brooklands, but through to Luffield. We're battling it out and we're ahead for the theoretical lead of our home Grand Prix for the first time of my career. Lap 11, Leclerc finally pulls himself into the pits to get some tyres on. I don't know what tyres he's going to put on, but he's put the hards on. He's got a hard on. Wait, what? No. What is he doing though? Why has he put hard tyres on for 2 laps of a Grand Prix race? We're going to P1. Come on, we just need to bring it home now. Perez behind close. Lap 12 out of 13, purple sector 1, red sector 2, Perez 0.5 seconds behind, half a second behind us as we go over the line to start.
This is your final lap of the race.
The final lap of the race in P1. I'm hyped. I'm hoping you're hyped because, oh, this could be a good one. We might finally do it through Luffield and Woodcote towards Cops Corner now. 9 corners stand in our way with Perez more than or just under a second behind, 0.7 seconds through Maggots into Beckett. No throttle, half on the throttle through the fight. I don't know what I'm chatting about now. I'm waffling because I'm just trying to keep my mind off the fact that this could be the first time we win at home ever. I think I've done 16 seasons in total on this game. Never won at home. Unless the AI's been like 5. Come on. Through turn 16. 2 more corners. Turn 17. Into turn 18. Checkered flag. Round the final corner. Across the line for P1 at home.
Yes, guys, yes! Come on, boys!
Come on. P1. What
You
a
worked hard
race.
for that one. Congratulations.
Oh, the strategy paid off so well. Such a good drive to take P1 at home. Oh, yes.
Well, they've done a brilliant job, I must say, under some intense pressure to take a well-earned victory here at the British Grand Prix. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I think we'll chalk this one up to a deft touch on the brake pedal. That's allowed them to challenge down the inside into the braking zones, and ultimately, if you do that often enough, you end up winning the race. It was great to watch as well though, wasn't it? Forget strategy, forget tyre management. Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned scrap?
A show-stopping performance from the 3 drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
Well then, what a race. We started P20, gained 6 positions in 2 corners, and then just pulled forward to gain P1 for the first time at home. Max Verstappen in P11 nabs that fastest lap, but it doesn't matter because he won't even get a point for it because he's out of the top 10. We don't even need to look at the standings. All we need to know is the gap has increased ahead. Now I can just have fun. I can just enjoy the rest of the season. I mean, there's 8 races to go, and I think I have about 6 race leads ahead of me. So, like, 6 wins with me getting no points between me and Mick Schumacher. Oh, thank you for watching this one. I really hope you enjoyed it. I actually finally enjoyed a British Grand Prix that I'm having to race. So, yeah. I hope to see you next time. I don't know what the race is. I honestly can't remember. I think it might be in the Netherlands. No, it's Spa. It's Spa. I'll see you in Belgium.